Hi Lena, I'm Ezelle from The Upcoming. Lovely to speak to you. Congratulations on this fantastic film. So tell me a little bit about the story, the background, because I know it was sort of a starting point on the mystery of this lady Connie, wasn't it? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Connie was our inspiration. She was not only an inspiration, she was a sort of spirit that led us, and us as the filmmakers, but also Sarah, my character, as I drive through those beautiful Mojave deserts. She was, in the wind, and sort of this mermaid voice calling me as I go. She was a singer-songwriter who disappeared and was never found until today. She'd be 97 years old, and maybe she's still somewhere. And I guess that secret time she had on the road alone was something that really inspired us. Time when nobody knows you even exist, which is something that's really close to home for me. So I hope it will be something that a lot of people, ironically, can find some peace within. It's that idea of not being part of the society, which is kind of the scariest thing for a lot of us. I mean, look at us. We're such social creatures, and we really live for being loved and being seen. And I mean, look at me now. This is like the exact opposition of what our movie was. But Connie is a complete magical creature for me, and I hope more people can listen to her music through our movie and through us finding her, even though she's lost.
Was there any point at the start where you thought maybe I will make it about just Connie, or was it always kind of just an inspiration and you knew that you want to lead it on to be Sarah's story?
Yeah, we never wanted to make a verbatim biopic because it would be a 60s movie set in New York of her music career, something so very different. When we were looking into her and when we were researching her life, everything we could research ends at the day of her disappearance. And then we were like, wait, she didn't just die right away. No way. Her car was never found. So even if she isn't with us anymore, there was some secret time that she had spent on the road alone. And what happened then? Our film starts there. Our film starts with Sarah, my character, being kicked off, and off she goes. And everything that happens within the movie is a time that nobody of people within Sarah's life would know about. So it's that secret time alone on the road, which, yeah, I don't want to say more about that. Yeah.
And how did you kind of go about the casting process, bringing John on board? I mean, how was that?
Yeah, I was a casting director of this movie, so this was a very new thing for me. Everybody that is... We've made this movie together. Our producers from Wim Wenders and Orion Williams, and Laura De Castro now, as well as the actors, which is John Hawkes, but also Chris Henley, who made movies like Buffalo 66 or American Psycho, had been, and our editor Przemysław Ruścielewski and our sound guy. I could really talk about them all because we really made it together. It's a film in which we really wanted to just have a playground for these phenomenal artists to come together without, this is why it's such a true independent movie, which is why it makes us so happy to be here at Raindance, because we really made it together. We wrote it with Michał, the director. Yeah, sure. All the actors had kind of written it with us. The producers had written it with us. It's really a collective experience. We were a band making this together.
Working with John, what was that like? I mean, were there any memorable moments on set for you guys?
It was really important for me. I've never had a moment like that. Michał had held us separate. We haven't met at all. I've met him before, but as Sarah and Gregory, we haven't met in any rehearsal process or the day of our scene. We also haven't met. So we literally met when the camera, when they called action, and then I had to sort of, the first time we saw each other as Sarah and Gregory, our characters, was in action in the real time. We had two cameras shooting him and me, so it's real reactions, and there was no acting. It just all was really happening in this movie for us.
It feels a very authentic film, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of, you've got Win on board, who's obviously done, Paris, Texas, and you've got a little bit of the road trip thing, but it's actually quite authentic because it's not just an action film, is it? I mean, how did you kind of get that authenticity into?
We just really allowed the universe we listened to what's happening, and because we were shooting during COVID, some actors that we were going to work with couldn't make it. Lots of things that we should be worried about happened, but actually we ended up casting people off the street, just desert people that we had met. Some people in the movie, they don't even know they're being shot. Not until after the scene happened, we were shooting with secret hidden cameras, and it was sort of I was driving, there was crew at the back of my car hiding, and there were a couple of production cars following us. So a lot that was happening for real. And so we have people that don't know are being filmed, not even non-actors, but people that never acted before, knowing that they're doing a sort of scene with me, but they only had met me as Sarah, so it was sort of easy for them to just really be there with me. And then Oscar-nominated actors at the same time. And when you watch the movie, you really don't see the difference. It was very important for us to cast a lot of misfits and underdogs. We have Crystal Rivers, who is on a wheelchair in real life, and she is in the wheelchair in the movie as well. The man she was married to for real, they live in an RV, so they actually showed up to set in the RV that they live in. And I think it was very important for me to show that when you put really underdogs, people that may not be as lucky as or body abled as other people, as me, in the movie together with people like John Hawkes or Chris Henley, Ed Matuzzi, and myself, who are professional actors, there is no difference. They shine as brightly. I think that was our biggest mission, and I think we've accomplished it. And that was the most important thing that we wanted to do with this movie.
And obviously being here tonight, the Raindance Film Festival, as a platform for indie films, how does that feel for you?
We're so happy. It's Tribeca Film Festival in New York, where we world premiere, and holding our international premiere here at the 30th anniversary, where 30 years ago they showed What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which is, oh my God, one of my all-time favorite movies as well. We're just so happy and so grateful to Elliot and to the whole Raindance team for hosting us and having us here.
And what do you hope viewers will take away, not just tonight, but in the future from watching your film?
The viewers? The beautiful thing about our movie is that, yes, it is a story of a woman finding her way, sure. It's a story but truly, it's a story of every single character isn't judged, isn't made bad or made good. And every time we do Q&A after our film, the reactions are wonderful, because people go, oh my God, I'm Sarah, or I am Ted, or I am Gregory. People really see themselves in the characters. And I think it's okay to say, you know what, I like solitude, or I want to be famous, or I am that, or I am this. And we have very different types of people within society, which we all are. And I think the nice thing is that the reactions of the audience from watching the movie are new to us every time we watch it. It is just, every time we speak with them, it is just a sort of platform for conversation. We didn't try to make an opinion with this movie or give people a destination with Sarah finding herself. She's not so much driving aimlessly, but there really isn't any aim. Life has no plot. Why movies need to have it, is what Jim Jarmusch said. And I think it's a very important thing for us to just show a slice of life as life is. And I hope that's what it does to people. I hope when people leave cinema, they will feel a little bit of that funny melancholy that life is.
I know they will. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your evening tonight at the premiere. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.